Hey, what's going on guys? Victus here, back with another video. Welcome to the first deal alert video of 2024. It's the Republic Day sales and I'm here with the best deals possible. But before we begin the video guys, you know the drill. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Also consider joining our Telegram community to get one-on-one discussion with the various laptops that you're interested in, and also get alerted on the best tech deals the earliest. And finally guys, all the laptops that I'll show in this video will be linked down in the description. If you purchase from those links, it really helps me out as I get a little commission without any extra cost to you. And that's what helps this channel to keep going and helps this community to stay alive. With that said guys, let's get right into it. So let's start with the below 50,000 rupees price category, and we have two laptops here. The Lenovo Ideapad Gaming 3 and the Asus TUF Gaming F15. Now both of these laptops have 70 watt RTX 2050 GPUs, 4GB of VRAM, and the fact is, if you have a really tight budget, like a really extremely tight budget, and you want the best gaming performance possible, then yeah, definitely go for the Ideapad Gaming 3. But if you can expand your budget a little bit, increase a little bit, and you can afford it, then please go for the Asus TUF Gaming F15, because the Asus TUF has an 11400H, which is better than the Ryzen 5 5500H. Remember, the Ryzen 5 5500H is actually a new CPU. It's actually a little cut down version of the Ryzen 5 5600H. Both have 6 cores and 12 threads, but the Ryzen 5 5500H has less cache, which is very important for gaming. So, if you can afford it, then please go for the Asus TUF because it has a better CPU. It's got 144Hz display. Okay, it has got double the battery capacity. So the TUF has 90 watt-hour battery compared to the Lenovo Ideapad, which has 45 watt-hour battery. So overall, the Asus TUF is just a much better overall laptop. It also has full-size dual NVMe slots, whereas the Ideapad has one 2280 slots and the other one is 2230. So if you can't stretch your budget, then the Ideapad is also a fantastic deal at 46,000 rupees for a gaming laptop. But overall, the Asus TUF is the best gaming laptop under 50,000 rupees at the moment. Okay, next up in the above 50,000 rupees price category, and I can recommend only one laptop here, and that's again the Asus TUF Gaming F15, but this time with the 75 watt RTX 3050. Now, all the attributes of the Asus TUF carries over. So again, 11400H. So the 11400H is just as good as the Ryzen 5 5600H, a little less efficient than a 5600H, but just as good in terms of performance. The 11400H is also just as good as the Intel Core i5 12450H, and also just as good as the i5 13420H. So the 11400H is still extremely relevant CPU. Okay, plus it's got the 75 watt RTX 3050. Okay, 90 watt-hour battery. I also forgot to mention that the Asus TUF, both the 2050 version and 3050 version, that is both of these two versions, have Thunderbolt 4. So in this price range, the Asus TUF Gaming F15 is really the best choice. So the next laptop is above the 65,000 rupees price category, and it's a clear winner here. The HP Victus 16-inch with the Ryzen 5 5600H and a 95 watt RTX 3060. Now I know a lot of you gonna say, man, it's only got Ryzen 5 5600H. Will it not hamper the performance of the 3060? Yes, it will, but only a little bit. It is still going to be much faster than any RTX 3050 configuration, whether it is 4GB VRAM or 6GB VRAM. Ryzen 5 5600H with the RTX 3060 95 watt will easily outperform all your laptops which have Ryzen 7 processor with RTX 3050 or i7 processor with RTX 3050, because the difference between the i7 and Ryzen 7 compared to the Ryzen 5 is not that big compared to the difference between an RTX 3060 and 3050. There is a huge, more than 50% performance difference between an RTX 3060 and an RTX 3050. So the HP Victus with the Ryzen 5 5600H, which is still a very fantastic CPU in 2023. I mean, even the 4600H is still fantastic. So the Ryzen 5 5600H is still very relevant. So 16-inch Ryzen 5 5600H with the 95 watt RTX 3060, 6GB of RAM, a 100% sRGB display, along with 70 watt-hour battery. The Victus 16 with the RTX 3060 Ryzen 5 5600H is the best gaming laptop under 70,000 rupees at the moment. Not just the best gaming laptop, but overall the best all-rounder laptop in this price range. 100% recommended. Next, again, we take a big jump in terms of pricing. So now we are in the 75,000 rupees price category, and the clear winner is the Acer Nitro V with the Intel Core i5 13420 and the RTX 4050. I don't have much to say about this laptop. I have reviewed it in depth in my channel. You can click on the cards above to watch those reviews. Very good performer in this price range, a pretty well-rounded laptop actually. It also has a Thunderbolt 4 port, so overall again a pretty well-rounded laptop. Only thing is that it's got a pretty small battery, 57 watt hour battery, but apart from it, at this price range, it is currently the best gaming laptop available. Now I know you're going to talk about the HP Victus with the RTX 4050, but guys, you really cannot recommend a laptop that is not even available. The RTX 4050 Victus is definitely better than the Acer Nitro 5, Acer Nitro V. Okay. However, that laptop is rarely available, and sometimes a couple of weeks ago it was available at above 85,000 rupees, where it is like too expensive. So if you can get the HP Victus at around at or below 85,000 rupees, then yeah, go for it. Otherwise, I don't have anything else to recommend. The Acer Nitro V is the winner in this price range. Okay, moving on, we make a huge jump because in between this, I don't really recommend any other laptop. I don't recommend too expensive RTX 4050 laptops. I don't recommend too expensive RTX 3060 laptops. Okay, both can be had for very low prices. So I don't have anything to recommend, in this 80,000 to 90,000 rupees price category. I don't have anything. But the next laptop that I have is the Acer Nitro 5 with RTX 3070 Ti. I mean, you already know about it. It has been discussed several times. So, Intel Core i7 12650H and 150 watt RTX 3070 Ti that it always is able to push to 150 watts even in CPU bound games. So really a high-end gaming laptop with a quad edge display also. So yeah, highly recommended. Awesome value for money. Okay, the next one is a new one in my list. So this laptop was always available for around 1 lakh 10,000 rupees or so, and I never recommended it. But at the moment, it is only 1 lakh rupees, and at this price, I can definitely recommend this one. This one has the Ryzen 7 6800H and a 150 watt RTX 3070 Ti. The specialty is that this laptop, it is a Ryzen laptop. So along with this Ryzen laptop, and it also has a 6-cell battery, which is actually 86 watt hours. You can expect great battery life from this laptop. Also, this thing also has a 100% sRGB display. So if you go to Dell's website, you can see that the 165 Hz unit with the Full HD display is 100% sRGB 300 nits. Okay, and as you can see, the 6-cell battery is also 86 watt hours. So if you really want good battery life along with an RTX 3070 Ti, then this new Dell G15, not a new, old laptop, but at this new price is a really good, it can be a really good choice. Plus, surprisingly, this laptop also features USB 4. It's incorrectly written here, Thunderbolt 4, but it's not called Thunderbolt 4. For Ryzen laptops, it is called as USB 4. So you can see over here, it supports USB 4 Type-C for all laptops with the RTX 3060 and above. And this one has the RTX 3070 Ti. So surprisingly, this laptop also has a USB 4 port. So again, I can definitely recommend this laptop. If you are a fan of Dell and you don't want to purchase an Acer laptop, you want to purchase Dell laptop, then yeah, good value for money gaming laptop here. However, my favorite laptop under the 1 lakh rupees price range is definitely the Asus Gaming TUF F15. Asus has absolutely nailed the price of this laptop because they, instead of spending and wasting money on an Intel 13th gen processor, they saved a lot of money and still got a very high-end Intel Core i7 12700H, which is just as fast as the Intel Core i7 13700H. And because it's a 12th gen processor, it can work easily with DDR4 RAM, and it's an RTX 4060. Don't have to waste any money on DDR5 because RTX 4060 is not really a demanding GPU. Yes, if it was an RTX 4070, 4080, 90, then yeah, spending money on high-speed DDR5 made sense. But this is a 4060. Don't waste money on DDR5. So Asus made a really good choice, and from day one, the Asus TUF F15 has been one of my favorite RTX 4060 laptops. And at 1 lakh rupees, this thing is a true all-rounder. i7 12700 that can go up to 135 watts, a 4060 full power 140 watt, whatever, if it reaches or not, I don't care. 6 GB of RAM, and it also has a 90 watt hour battery. It has got Thunderbolt 4. It's also got a 100% sRGB screen. So overall, at 1 lakh rupees, the Asus TUF Gaming F15 has always been a champion. At 1 lakh rupees, it's just a fantastic all-rounder package. Highly recommended. The HP Omen with the Ryzen 7 6800H and the RTX 3070 Ti. Now, depends upon whether you prefer HP or you prefer Dell, because if you prefer Dell, then you can get the same laptop at a much cheaper price. So at 8,000 rupees lower price. And the Dell also has a large battery, 86 watt hour compared to the 83 watt hour in the HP Omen. And the Dell also has a more capable power delivery. So the HP Omen cannot really supply the 3070 Ti with 150 watts. It always, you know, it's around it always hovers around, you know, 125 130 watts or so. So depends upon whether you prefer this design language or whatever you know, whether you prefer HP or not. You can go for the HP Omen 3070 Ti. It's again a tried and tested laptop, 4.6 rating. It's always been great laptop. But at the moment, the Dell G15 is stealing its thunder. You know, same laptop, same specifications, but again, it's a more capable power delivery system, so it can always you know, transfer a 150 watt to the GPU, and also has a large battery and everything. Also has thunder, also has USB 4, which is missing from the HP Omen. So yeah, kind of, you can go for it because it's a tried and tested laptop. So yeah, your call. Okay, next in the 1,50,000 rupees price category, I really hate this price category because there is nothing good in this price category. Because the RTX 4070 is really a poor GPU. You can get the same performance of the RTX 4070 in laptops which are 50% lower price, like the Acer Nitro V or the Dell you know, G15 with 3070 Ti. So you can get the same performance at least 50% lower cost. So I really hate this 1,50,000 rupees price category because there is really nothing good. But the only laptop, if I had to recommend, would be this HP Omen with the 13700HX, which is a 16 core processor, and it also can be undervolted in the HP Omen. So I'm not going to talk much about this laptop. Decent laptop, but it is pretty overpriced because the RTX 4070 is really not a worthwhile GPU, especially with only 8 gigabytes of VRAM at 1,50,000 rupees. I just don't prefer it, and I also don't like to recommend it. So the Flow X13 is like a very thin and light tablet, like 2-in-1 like laptop, which has a pretty good Ryzen 9 5980HS processor with a GTX 1650. So it's pretty good for day-to-day tasks, but you can also attach a full fat 150 watt RTX 3080 which has a 240 watt power adapter built into it. A 240 watt or 330 watt power adapter, probably, I don't remember exactly, but it's a full power 3080 with 16 gigabytes of VRAM. So it's a unique laptop, a thin and light laptop that you can carry anywhere, or you can carry the GPU separately, and it's just a unique thing. So you don't have to carry a big bulky laptop around with you. You can carry these two separately and have a pretty cool setup. So from that aspect, it's a pretty unique laptop, a full an extremely powerful 13-inch ultra portable gaming laptop. So that's a pretty unique thing on its own. Also has touchscreen and pen support. So pretty unique laptop. And the final laptop that I'm going to recommend you is the Asus ROG Strix Scar 15 with the 16 gigabyte RTX 3080 Ti. I will recommend it 100% over all RTX 4070 laptops. I just cannot recommend you guys any, you know, laptop above the 1,25,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees price range that only has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I mean, you're probably going to use that laptop for like 5 years or so, and 8 gigabytes of VRAM is definitely not future proof. So if you are really spending money and you're going for RTX 4070 laptop, I would say stop. Don't waste your money. Instead, go for the Asus Strix Scar 15 with the Intel Core i9 12900H, which can also be undervolted, and the 3080 Ti with 16 gigabytes of VRAM. So it is going to be not only faster than a 4070, but also far more future proof. Okay, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. It also has a quad HD 240Hz display. So definitely, this is going to be, if you want a really premium range high-end gaming laptop, then this is your best choice. Alright guys, so those were my recommendations. Do let me know what you thought about it, and do let me know which laptops you are planning to purchase. Comment down below. And also guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Join our Telegram community, link in the description. Engage in tech discussions, get reviews from other people on different laptops, and also get alerted on the best tech deals the earliest. And finally guys, all the laptops that I showed in this video will be linked down in the description. If you purchase from those links, I get a small commission without any extra cost to you, and that's what helps this community keep growing. So with that said guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.